This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirms.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Rack, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge and make accurate predictions. Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct. That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
I am checking. Kindly wait.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
All principal circuits are operating at full capacity and cannot receive new programs at this time. State your program requirements. They will be implemented when capacity is available.
How are you doing? So, last overview before creating bill of material. So basically give it a once over. I've got an idea of something that needs changing that's bugging me a little bit, and then we'll try and create a bill of materials. I've gone ahead and ordered some more some 2020, and I don't know whether I bought enough of it. 4 lengths, 1 meter, so we'll have to see. So let's get on with it. So right here we go. Right, so we've got this thing here. I was thinking about last night when I was watching it over. We want the front panel, we want the back panel. We don't really need this fastened like that, so it's a waste of a bar, really. Waste of a bar. So I'm thinking, and I also got a bit of a thing whether these lengths will be, actually it looks worse than it is because it's such a low profile. Let's have a look. So we've got an expanse to cover, it's like a suspension bridge. 600, so that's not too bad. It looks a lot wider than what it is. So 600, it's about this big, so it's not going to bend that much under its own weight. It looks worse. It looks actually bigger than what it is. It's difficult to get the scale right. Anyway, so I like the idea of this one because you can walk behind and then you can slide these open to work on it. Also, it's, if we ever want to change it in the future, we could make it a lid. I don't think I need a lid, but other people might need a lid. I don't think I need a lid. Anyway, so basically what I was after is this pass through. So we got that. So I don't know if I got enough. If I bought 4, have I even got enough? 1, 2, 3. And we've got the 2 at the sides, 4, 5. I don't think I bought enough, you know. So, and that's not counting these 2. Let's count it up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 just to, it's basically just so we can hold the plastic in place. Probably giving us some structure as well. So it's Just paid £27.99 for 4 lengths of 1 metre V slot, whatever that is, same as that. So I can save that, and we can extend that over to there, and then make these wider and get rid of this bit, and we can have this bit here. We can leave that bit alone. If we do that, then the overlap's in a different place, isn't it? I was just thinking. So we need to look at the bill of materials, don't we? So at the minute we've got this. Seems like a waste there, but I need it to hold the plastics in place. I don't know. Don't know. That's alright as it is. That's alright as it is. That's okay as it is. That's okay as it is. I'm going to end up with... Let's just bring the list of the cutting list. Let's try and work out, because it has changed from the initial. Let's bring this a bit closer. Just put it there. Try and count it. So let's just do a bit of a... Right, let's just set these up. We'll leave them there. We'll just do another one. So this is going to be, we're going to call it 20. That's the 2020 by... Okay, so that's the one lot of stuff. Then we want another one, so there's 2040 times. Okay, so we've got that one there. Okay, so anything else on there? So that'll do for now. Right, let's count up how many 2040s we got for a start. So we've got one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 at the minute. 7 of them. No, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 1, 2. It's difficult to find, isn't it? So it's 2 there. 3, 4, 4, and then we've got 5, 6. We've got 6, and these are the offcuts from these 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 2 spares. Right, let's put some in there. So we're using 8 at the minute. Right, so let's just put using 8. Just stick that there like that. We're using 8. Right, how many are we using of the other ones? Let's have a look. At the minute, we'll just count what we're using currently. 1 metre lengths first. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all I've ordered. I haven't ordered enough. So I've used 4. Then if you count this bit and that bit there, that's another 2 with these 2. So I'm using 6 Is that right? Hang on. Maybe more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. I need another. So I'm using 8 at the minute. Using 8 with some probably offcuts. Okay, so let's work out the total lengths. So I've got 2 spares of them and I've only ordered 4 of them. So that's a problem. Problem, isn't it? Right, let's have another look at the model, see what's going on here. So I could lose that one. But if I lost that, I'd still need a bit for... So, do we put some of this back? Oh, I still want to have enough, even if I put 2 spares of 2040 I got back. I'd free up 2 of these, I'd still need 2 more, unless I get rid of something else. So what is this actually doing, this one? These 2, what are they doing? They're not doing a lot, are they? So what's the bare minimum I need? So we definitely need 1 this side. 1, the runner there. So that's 2. And then you've got 3. And 4. And the top 2. I changed them over, didn't I? They were originally this stuff. Why did I change them? I probably changed it to make it cheaper. Oh, we've got another one here we were trying to get rid of as well. For the tube. Let's get rid of the plastics.
2 Echo 0 UFJ T6070.
Let's turn the panels off and the... what do I call them other ones? Control panels, that's it. Oh, and another one. Right. So the tube's there, let's get rid of the tube a minute. Right. So, what must we have? We've got to have this one. We haven't got to have that one. This tube can go on something else. We've got to have the runner either side. This is just for the cover, this lot. Yeah, it's crazy. You need lots of it. So much of it. It's probably going to cost about 140 quid in aluminium. Okay. So, hang on, let's try it. What mode am I in here? Oh, that's better. So, what can we get rid of? What can we swap out? Can we get rid of... We can get rid of this one. But then we'll have to make the doors fit. And, do we need that one? Probably, because it helps break it up a bit. Oh, hang on. Cutting list, let's get that out of the way, mate. That's got to stay. These two got to stay. All right, and then that's the bed. These have got to stay because that's the size of the bed. That's what you're leaning your material on. Right, they've got to stay. This helps. That there helps break up the panels. Breaks up the panels. You got your pass through. So this bit here, what's it actually doing? It's not. It's just holding the plastic in place, so we can have a pass through. That's all that's doing. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I've got 4 coming. Looks like I have to buy some more. I like the idea of that, but then does that go all the way up? Probably needs to go all the way up, save cutting it. That's the way I had it initially. That's the way I had it initially the other day. So we'll get rid of, let's get rid of this. Alright, so get rid of that one. Okay, and we can get rid of that, oop, not that and that. Get rid of that one. You got to break it. You have to break it to make it better, basically. So let's. So nice to come around the back and then alter that, and this can be a cross member for something. So I don't know if this will be able to bridge. Definitely, I was worried about it bending. So I've had to do 800. So it's almost that big there. That big panel there. Hang on. That's a metre length. You can't see it. Metre length. So 800's about there. It's not that bad, is it? But it probably would sag. 600's about there. I could manage to slide the doors there. 800, it's a bit much. Does it matter if it sags? I don't know. Right, so you've got to think about the cost, and that none of that adds to the strength. It's just for the hood bit, you know. That's all that's for. So, and I even thought about whether we could have 3 lots that slide one underneath it, so 3 doors. I think we'll just simplify it. So this is where your panel sits. Right, let's sort this out anyway. Right, let's get rid of something. Let's just get rid of that. Get rid of that, and that, and that. That, get rid of that. Right, so we've got rid of that. What else we've got to get rid of? So we've got rid of all that. So So we've got to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how many I've bought. So the front and back have got to be changed. Yeah, the front and back. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and the rest. Yeah, that's all I've ordered. So there will be some offcuts. These will have some offcuts, so I'll be able to do the one there and the one over there. Definitely be able to have enough to do that with 4 links. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll do that. So what we'll do is sort this out next. Yeah, we'll have those bits so for our steel. So we can leave the front and back doors as they are. The sides stay as they are. These tops are going to have to change. That's going to have to change to I don't think there's any reason why we had to do it. It'll just stick out this way a bit more. That can change for a 2040. So let's get rid of that one. Let's copy. Find a 2040. That one there. Copy that one. Paste in place. Oh, paste. Right, put it there. Well, actually, does it need to stick up? No, it can't stick up, can it? It's got to rotate down. Okay, let's rotate it round. Put it back where it was. So we're undoing some work we did. Undoing a bit of work here. But like I say, you've got to break it to be able to fix it. We need to move them over. Need to move that over 20mm with that one. No, that one and that one. Move it over 20mm. Okay. I'm gonna get this one here. I've just got to move it down to sit against this here. Actually, I need to grab it by that one. That's it. That's taking care of that one. You don't have to use that one if you don't want to. It's just that's all. That's what I've got myself. So you can use a single one. Use a single one, 2020 instead of 24, and push that over. So mine's going to be slightly different, but you know, it's just because I've bought the stuff, some of the stuff already. So anyway, there's that. Right. So we've done the one. Now the front as well. Yeah, so we can put the one. We've got a. Yeah, we've got one more to do to replace. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got some offcuts. So let's change this one as well. It's got to be the front one, is it? At least the top rail is solid then. So the bottom rail's made out of. Yeah, the bottom rails, it's all made out of 2040. That's on its side to act as the bed height. These are on, so it's got some strength there, and the strength will carry on at the top. So yeah, the strength will carry on at the top. So let's get rid of that one then. Delete that one. Let's have a copy of this one. Let's put that back where it's supposed to be. Oh, I'll move them two first. Right, everything else stays the same, yeah, that's right. Everything else stays the same. Let's just grab that there. Buy that bit. Oops, no, that's not what we want. That's it. Right, I've got to plonk this over here like that. That's it. Yeah, that's right. So we're back there, that's it. Any knock-on effects? Don't think so. Everything else fits. Right, okay, so we've got that. Let's save it. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I've got the offcuts. Yeah, so I've got exactly what I need there. And now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2020. So that's what I've got there, which gives me a few offcuts to do off these runners to do this in front and back. We'll have to measure it though. So these plates stay the same. So the only thing I've got to alter now is these two. Got to make them bigger to reach across. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that then. Don't know how far I've got to make it. Let's see if I can work out how bigger it's got to be. Ah, because it's we're using the wider ones anyway. For some reason, I bought a lot of them while they were on offer. Right, so what have we got here? I can't see. I can't differentiate now between the. It's difficult to. Let me just go in at difference. Is that any easier to determine? Right. So I've got to get into there. No, can't see it. What's going on? Right, so there's the green line. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 6. According to that. 1, 2, 6. So forget about the 18. Right, 1, 2, 4. We call it 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Let me just check the audio. One, two, six. Right. So we're 1, 2, 4. Okay, so let's go into this. Right, we'll make so 124 bigger. So it's got to be enlarged each side by 62. 62. Oh. Where is it? Okay, I'll push it up by. It's not doing it, is it? What is going on? What have I done here? Just don't know what I've done there. Hang on, let's hide the rest of the model. Oh, there you go. That makes it easier. So I've got to move that by the same amount. Larger by 62. Okay, then I've got to move the whole thing over by 62. Okay, let's see what that does. Does that... Okay, let's have a look. Seems alright there, yeah. And that one seems okay, does it? No, not quite. There's no gap. Right, so let's move the whole thing up by another, don't know how far, 1 mil? Who knows? What is going on here? That's right there. Oh, I didn't allow for the minus 20 mil that I changed the plastic by on one side. So let's pretend we know what we're doing and just take 10 mil off either side. Okay, and I'll need to move it up by another 10, I think. Up by another 10. Okay. Alright, what's that like? There you go. So you've got the gap there, you have a little tiny gap. We've got a tiny gap there, that's good, that's good. Right, okay. So now we've got to make them wider now. So to make them wider, don't know how wide they got to be. Let's find out. Right, let's move that one. And don't know where. Let's just sort of guess. I guess there. That one will stay where it is, so come out of there. That's right there. So we can tell by this, yeah, we can tell by that bit there. Okay, so it's close, very close. That's 145 mil gap, so we need to increase it by 145 mil plus 20 either side. 165 mil, so hang on, that's divided by 2, 17.25, 170, no, 70.25 plus another 20, 90.25. Make them bigger by 90.25. Which then should give us an overlap of, won't be exactly right, I don't think, 35.5. So then we need to make it a 40 mil, so we're short by 4.5. Short by 4.5. So we need to go 2.25. Okay, and we've got 40 mil overlap. Yeah. Okay. Right, so we should now have 2 doors with slots, small gap in each corner. Yeah, and they should all be equal, sort of. Yeah, sort of. Alright, then we need to just jump into this. Just quickly examine this. It's for spacing. It's about right. Okay, so we've got rid of we've all the aluminium that I've gotten on its way. I've got enough for. Now the overlap here is giving me a bit of OCD. It's the overlaps don't line up. Doesn't have to be 40mm overlap. So to get to this side of the machine, you slide that over. To get to this side of the machine, you slide that over. To get your material out, you slide it over and grab it out. And the same with this side. You slide these over if you want to pull it out from this side. If you want to work on this one, you slide it out. Slide it over to work on it. Push that over so you can get access to all sides of it. Get access to this. These will be a fixed metal panel. What do they call that now? Control panels. Aluminium plates. Probably 1.5mm, something like that. Right, so what does it look like now? So we've done everything we said we're going to do, and more. So it's structurally, do we need any more structure on it? Any more corners? Probably we've got rid of a few corners we should have had. Right, so if we zoom in over here now, we've put these 2040s back. What have we done here? No, I can pretty much stay the same. I can stay as it is. Yeah, I can stay as it is. Right, oh dear, yeah. Okay, it stays as it is. So we've got lots of strong structure, but only a single one for the runner. But it's adjustable. Want to do them two, them two, them two, them two. Then you can lift it up and down if you want to alter that way. But you've only got so much space for the arc of this, for the lid. Anyway, it's simplified it a little bit. So this is where all your joints have got to go, your pipes, sockets and stuff. Now there's a PCB and a power supply. There isn't really anywhere to put it. Let's just put the tube back. Hide the panels. Right, so tube. Can't really see this picture here, so look. Let's try monochrome again. Is that, yeah, this might be a bit better. So, is there anywhere for the power supply to go? We tried this already. Power supply. There's your power supply. There's nowhere for it to go. There isn't actually anywhere for it to go that it'll sit. So it won't fit even between there and this. No. It's 150 by 150 by 80. So there isn't nowhere for that to go, so we're gonna have to plug it somewhere else. It's probably just as well that you're not bringing, well, you're not bringing mains, but you're bringing high tension power to the tube. So all the hoses connect out to this bulkhead for the water. The high tension will have to connect to this bulkhead as well. And you don't really want to bring in high tension to a metal plate. I mean, it doesn't have to be metal, it could be plastic. Right, and I thought about actually making this out of aluminium so it's thinner, and you can make it with less material. I'm just thinking as well, so that's a full length there, isn't it? Actually, yeah, that's a full length of, I think it is. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a full 1 meter length between there and over here. Yeah, full 1 meter. So you can't pull that. You can't make that wider. So it's got to be there. I was thinking of maybe moving that out a bit. So we stuck to the 1 meter thing. Right, what have we got there? What's that doing there? Why can I see the wheels? Have I moved something? Oh. Look at the graphics. The driver, look at that. That's weird. Yeah, it's still there, look. Look at that. Right. So we do see there's quite a lot of plastic there though sticking out. So we'll probably change the design on that. So 8, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16 mil. That's quite a lot. 16 mil. So if you say 15 mil thickness, that's not bad. So we could just change the design of that bit there. That's just following an existing design I had behind me on these. I just followed that. If it's aluminium, you won't need so much bulk around it to be able to be fine-tuned. Anyway, that's only if I'm trying to get more pass-through size. Alright, let me quickly take a look at the thumbnail. Last overview before creating the bill of materials. Right, okay. Right, let's just keep it at that at the minute. It's a pity you can't get that power supply in there somewhere. There's just no space for it. Some people they have this right up in the air and they have an adjustable bed. This is a bit more specific to just cutting. You can cut and engrave, but I just need to cut really. I'm not that worried about engraving.
Tango Echo, I think it was. K80
Right, let's is there anything I want to change? I said that this one was a bit of a waste just to do the tube. It's a bit of a waste, but the tube is actually encroaches on the panels here. It's actually touching the panel, that bracket. It's not the tube, it's the bracket.
Would you like to QSY?
So let's push one of them over. Tell you what I'll do. Let's get these out of there.
K8055 QS1.
Right, let's explode them a minute. So they're out. So basically, while they're out, we can open and close them. Grab it by the knob. So we can open and close them. So to get to about there, I can have a look what it looks like that. Let's move one of these. See what it looks like. Try and visualize it. Alright, so standing over it, trying to align your mirror. So we can get to this one. I can look over it like that, walk around it, get to what we want to get to, and I can push this one down as well. Get to there. So you got sort of access to the inners. These are probably I'm making them out of solid, opaque, white or black 3mm more than likely, unless you can get the laser proof stuff. Costs probably a lot of money for that if you get the right stuff. I don't really want to see it anyway. I'll put cameras in. I don't want to see it. You can run the pattern without the laser. Run the rectangle around your material without a laser. So you could go to extreme and make sure there's limit switches on all these. So you have to have them all shut before the laser will work if you want to. Right. So yeah, it's a bit weird stuff, yeah. By these overlapping a little bit, it might give it a bit more strength in the middle. Sounds crazy, but if you lean anything on it, it's got a little bit more strength. But it looks bigger than what it is. For some reason, it looks bigger. Definitely looks bigger than what it is. So if I put Design A on, that's tell you what, I should bring that up really. So it's a bit those feet hang over the table, so that's not representative really. I don't know. I think get rid of them really. The only reason I keep them is because well, I've got them on there anyway, haven't I? I've got them on there. Well, if you have them overhanging, you can get your IKEA top, and you put, well, it's going to overhang that way anyway, isn't it? That's your 600 wide by 120mm IKEA tabletop. That gives you a bit of an idea. Anyway, we need to work on the funnels for the extraction. So it needs to be. Need to work out what we're going to do with the base of it. So much stuff to work out. I need to. Yeah, so I need to work out what we're going to do with the base. Hide the, can we still hide the covers? Where's the covers gone? Can't find it there. Lost it. Lost the covers. Where are they gone? Don't see it. Panels, there it is. So move the panels, yeah. So the base now, what are we going to do with this base? I need some kind of bed or... Let's carry on with the cutting list. So the cutting list has changed, hasn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've used all the 10, and we've used all the 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and the offcuts. So we've used them all. Right, so we've used them all. Let's have a look. Right, where's the cutting list? Let's have a look at the cutting list. So we've used them all basically. Using 10. Using 4. Okay. Oops, why can't I move that now? So I'll use 4 of them. Ten of them. Okay, so it's 4 of them, 10 of them. We'll work the sizes out. How many corner brackets? Let's be amazed how many corner brackets we need. How do we work this out? How are we gonna work this out? We'll have to go around the corners, counting them. 1, 2, 3. Do the top first. We'll go around the top. 3 there. 3 there. Is that right? Yeah. 6. 3 there. 3 there. Yeah. So 12 so far on the top. And you've got 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 for the top. And you got oh god. 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23. 24, 25. Probably needs another one. So 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33. 34, 35, 36, 37. 37. 37, oh my god. 38, 39, 40, 41. 42, 43. 43. Don't know if I counted them too. Shit, it's difficult. Difficult to... Probably need 50, bag of 50. That's just... Oh, I've got to count it all again now. It's crazy. How do you count them? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I don't know. 1, 2. It's impossible to count them. I don't have the skills. Right, let's just say, let's write something on it. So, 20, 20 by 20 corner brackets. I don't know what else you call them. Corner brackets. I don't know how many you need, but you need to buy using over 40. So I'll just put in brackets 50. Okay, now what else we got? What else do we need to work out? I need to work the drag track. I've thought about doing a hidden drag chain when it's in full back home position and full open, and then count the links. So we'd have 2 chains, but they switch them off whichever one you want off, depending on where your gantry position is. So that's easy enough to do. But we'll have to add and take away links though. Right, okay, now bolts. We need to work out every one of these is going to have 2 M5 by either 6 or 8 mil. Got to work it out. And also a T nut. 2 T nuts and 2 bolts. So there's a lot of bolts. So let's carry on with that then. Let's put a list of that on there. Right, so T nuts. Right, T nuts. Using. It'll have to be 100. 100 plus, so whatever, you need more for bolting stuff to it. So T nuts we're using 100 now. M5 reconnection. Here we go. Reconnection successful. Right, so we're back on. Sorry about that. Let's just make sure we are back. Problem with internet. Right, we're going to get that back there. Yeah, we're back on again. Right. We haven't got the chat re-established for some reason. I don't know how long we've been out of action here. So we're back on there. Don't know how long we've been out of action here. Yeah. So we're back on there. Yeah, so back on, but my chat isn't back. Let's try again. Does it work? Yeah, my chat's not. It's gone out there. Oh, I can't see it here. I'm going to refresh this one. Alright. Yeah, it's working. Sorry about that. We lost the internet connection. Don't know how long it was out for before I noticed. Anyway, probably all you're just seeing is a stop of broadcast and it's carried on. I don't know. Right, anyway, hopefully it's all back on again. So I was just counting up the bolts and the wheels and the spacers. That's all I was doing. Right, so let's get back onto the list. Right, so K40 there's 12 of them. Right, and there's 12. Hang on, let's get back onto here. Right, so then we've got M5. They're not M5 actually. They're not. They're 5mm wheel spacers. So they're 5 by 10mm wheel spacers. Alright, we're streaming alright, yeah, back on again. It's amazing how it carries on streaming after the problem. Right, so what we need now is wheel spacers, so there's another 12 wheel spacers. 12 wheel spacers. And we've got 12, alright, M5 stainless steel nylock. Is it nylock like that? No, nylock nuts. Nylock nuts. And guess what? It's using 12 again. Okay, what else? Wheels. Right, so then we've got V slot wheels. Just call them that. I don't know what the real name is for them. And we're using 12 again. Okay, I need this anyway. I need to know how many nuts and bolts and fixings I've got to buy. Because I haven't bought any yet. Every time I want to buy a set of M5 stainless steel that covers a huge range, there's one of the sizes missing, or the set contains M4, M5, M6, which I don't really want. Right, so there's a larger one, isn't there? What's the larger one for? Actually, we're not using the larger one. There was a 50mm one, wasn't there? Because we've decided to not have the plastic this side and another spacer. We don't need the extra long one anymore. That's fine. Here's what we need. Stepper motor. M3 by something. Let's try and work out what it has to be. So that's 6mm plus whatever that is. You don't go all the way through, so that's 7.5. So I'd say 6mm and then 12mm. I think 12mm. M3 by 12mm. So that's another 12, isn't it? So M3 M3 by 12. I'm going to take one out of a stepper motor in a minute and find out. Stainless steel cap head. And we did say we were going to use some low profile ones. It'd be good if you could do this in real life. If you run out of paper, you just pull out a bit more. Pull out a bit more. Right, so you're using 12 for the stepper motor. You buy your stepper motors, they don't come with them. I don't know why they don't supply you. Well, unless I've not looked inside the box properly. Let's have a look. Maybe I haven't had a look. Maybe you don't get fixings. Let's have a look. Maybe they don't supply them. I haven't actually had them all out. I bought these stepper motors. I mean, you could try and use the K40 ones if you want. You get stepper motor, you get a lead, and there's no 1 meter lead supposed to be. I haven't had a look yet to see if it is 1 meter. Let's have a look. 1 meter of lead. Right. Looks quite a small meter, but maybe it is. Let's try it. Let's see if it is a meter. Certainly doesn't look a meter, but you never know. Oops. Right, let's try it. So that's a meter. So it is, look. So it is, it's a meter. Oh, it's amazing. Amazing. Alright, simple things, please, simple minds, sorry. Right, let's wrap that back up. So it doesn't look there's any bolts for the stepper motors. M3, I'm sure they're M3. I'll have a look in the rest of the boxes. I don't think so. Alright, that's one of them. Alright, that's a lid. No. None in there. So just something to be aware of. If you buy your stepper motor, you're not going to get any fixings with them. No fixings. These are NEMA 17 clones, these ones. If there's any such thing as a clone. Probably just whatever brand they are. Or, yeah. Right, okay. Let's get on with it. So, yeah, so you need these M3 by 12. I think it's 12. How can I try it for sure? Tell you what, let's switch the light on. Switch the light on. And yes, it's like a bomb's hit it because I've got stuff everywhere. Right. So take one out of the stepper motor. Go on then, I'll do that. I'll take one out of the stepper motor. Right, here we go. Right, let's just take one out of the stepper motor. Take one out of there. See how long they are. It's got to go through the plastic. This plastic's a little thicker than the one I'm going to use. So. But the stepper motor, it doesn't have an exit on the threads. There's no exit. So there it is. Let's just borrow that out of there for a bit. I promise to put it back. Promise to put it back. So we've got little tiny one of them. Let's get the calipers on it. Right, so your calipers, 2.79 it says. So it's M3, isn't it? Supposed to be. And there, the length is... What's the length of it? I suppose you could just do the depth, can't you, like that? If I knew how to operate these things properly. Right, what we got? 11.8, so they're 12mm long. 12mm. Now, that is based on the plastic being... What size is the plastic? This original plastic's quite thick. Let's have a look. 7.5mm. 8mm, 7.5, who knows? 7.5mm. Now the stuff I'm going to use is 6mm. That's 7.5mm as well. So the original stuff's thinner than what I've got. And I've used some of this other stuff for the bracket. I think that's 5mm. That's 5mm. Yeah, I must have had a bit of 6.5mm. Oh, 7.5mm, is it? Yeah. Anyway, I intend to use thinner stuff. Thinner stuff I'm using, as in this stuff. This is 6mm, sure it is. Yeah, 6mm. So it's 1.5 mil less thickness. Now, is that going to be too flimsy? No, it's hard. It is hard. Right. Anyway, I might use aluminium. So if I use aluminium, it's going to be even thinner. So if you'd use aluminium, you'll have to change this. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get a stepper motor out. Get one out and we'll see how far we can screw it in and see what thread's left on it. Because you get the hole at the front, but at the back there's no such hole. There is no hole. So I don't know if it only goes in so far. That's what I'm trying to say. It'll only screw in so far. So that's your M3 screwing in. So I'm going to screw it all the way in and see what the spacing's like. That's literally it now there. So we'll check the spacing. And it's probably going to be... What is it going to be? Six and a half mil. Yeah, so if I use 6mm plastic, it's going to bottom out. I'm not going to be able to tighten it. So how about, so there's 6.5mm sticking out and they're 12mm long. So I think if I screw, I could probably get away with 10mm. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's why that's 7.5mm, the other plastic, so they can use a 12mm bolt. Well, I don't know, it's just what they use. Right, so if there's only 6.5mm thread left, you can see how deep the hole is, can't you? Yeah, 6.5mm, 12mm, so they're 5.5mm. There's 5.5mm of thread in there, is that right? I'm no good at maths, I told you. So we've got 12mm, 6.5, I don't know, 6.5, 12 takes 6.5. 5.5. Right, so it's 5.5 mil in and it bottoms out. So if I make mine, they're gonna have to be. You won't get 11 mil deep, so 10 mil. I think I'm gonna. Might be beneficial to get 12s and 10s just in case. 12s and 10s, right. Okay, let's put that away. Put it back. Okay. Right, so how do I know that is an M3? I don't really know. Don't know. Let's put it back. If I don't put it back now, I'll never put it back. I'll forget. Probably doesn't need 4 anyway. But it comes with 4, so put 4. Tell you what else I need to know as well. One of these M5 and a T-nut. Need to know the depth of that. So that's not easy to work out. But I can work that out. I can work that out from this bar. Alright, let's just work it out from this bar with a steel ruler. So you got your T-nut. Tell you what, let's get a T-nut. I don't know how many you get. How many do you get in here? 100 pieces. So I've got more than enough T-nuts. I haven't modelled a T-nut yet, actually. Do I want to model a T-nut? Not so sure. Not so sure I need to model a T-nut. I haven't got anything M5 to put in it, so I need something to hold it still. Got M4s. Nothing with M5. We'll have to borrow one. We'll borrow an M5 from the back of here. This is why you need to have something in your hands to test. So these are 20mm. I think I've had one of these out already. Alright, let's just check. Let's check. Right, God almighty. Alright, so these M5, and they've got no knurled top, they're smooth cap. Don't know why they're smooth, but I'll get the same ones. Right, a 20mm, yeah, 20mm thread on them if you want to put the cap, the stand into the end thread. But what I'm trying to find is how deep, what I need for this T-nut to be able to fasten the. Actually, I've got a bit of belt here as well. Where's the belt? Here's the belt. So we've got a bit of belt. This is different lengths, so this is the one I got. It's 5mm belt. 5mm belt. 5mm belt, so it fits in the V. That's the whole idea. It drops inside the V, like that. Does it go in? Yeah. Sits in the V. It comes out the V. In and out the V. So that what you do is you clamp the V. You put your belt in. So your belt sits down with your teeth down like that. You can't see it. And your T-nut, I think it's a T-nut, goes in like that. Let's see. Is there enough room for that T-nut, or is it a special T-nut? Not so sure there's enough room in there for that. Is that? Oh, just about goes in, yeah. Yeah, just about goes in. You can shuffle it in. There you go. It's holding in without the such a tight fit anyway. So it's in there without even a bolt. So basically that's your tensioner. So you push your bolt in. Can I get it down? Let's see if I can push it in a bit more. I could use that bolt. Screw that in. Just wiggle it. Is it going down? Yeah, it's going down, but luckily you only need it in right at the end just to grab it. Actually, these are rounded. You can put these in the other way around. You can put them in. Should be able to put these in long ways. So you put them in like that, and just slot them in. That's the idea. Yeah, it goes in, and then as you tighten, it should turn it, but it isn't, because the belt is quite thick. Anyway, you can get it in. It's probably best to slide it in from the end. So what we're trying, yeah, you can slide it in from the end. It's tight fit anyway. Look at that. I haven't tightened it, and you can hold it by the belt. It's not even tight that. So it's a tight fit anyway. So, but to make it so it doesn't pull out when it's rolling up and down, you just tighten that up. So what we need to do is find out when that's tight. I don't want to squash the belt too much. With that kit, you get 5 meters of belt. I hope it's enough. Anyway, so that's tight, so we can see what thread's left on it to work out what size bolt we want to retain this. Because you're going to need 1, 2. How many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those, that size. Alright, so the thread that's left is 15 mil. So 15 mil, and they're a 20 mil long bolt. So you want a little bit of thread left just to give it some pressure. So back it off a bit, about there. So 12 mil of thread you don't need. So you only need 8 mil. Is that enough? Is 8 mil enough? Yeah. 8 mil. So you might get away with a 6 mil. Sometimes 6 mil is dearer than 8 mil. Don't know, ask me why. Right, let's put this back. So 8 mil's fine, and the ones I've got on it look like they're 8 mil. I don't want to loosen it off and take one out because I'll have to tension it again. Let's get this nut out of here. And this nut. Right. Let's put that away for a bit. So this is quite thin really, but it's quite thin. But don't forget, it's only running a laser head. There's shouldn't be no weight to it. So I'll put my T-nut back there, put that back in there. So at least we found that out as well. Ideally I'd get some plastic the right size. So I do need to, I'm probably going to make mine out of aluminium. 2 or 3 mil aluminium. Because I want to get that input and output pass through with the sheet. I want to get that, we're done with that. I want to get that the maximum width of material input. Right, okay. So these little T-nuts are tiny things. Look at that. Tiny. They give you 100 in a box, so it's alright though. Imagine trying to make that. I suppose I could model that one day. Anyway, so we know what we need now. We need... So we can work out how much belt we need as well, probably. So M3, we sorted them out, that's fine. Hang on. So it's M3 by 12. If you use, hang on. So it's M3 by 12 millimeter cap head. This is if using 6. Was it 7.5 or 6.5? Can't remember. .5. So if you're using 7.5 millimeter wheel plastic. Right, so use a 12mm. So it's a 12mm for that. Oh. Okay. Right, so and if it's M3. No, what am I on about? Oh yeah, we're actually going crazy now. So M3 by say 10mm. If using 6mm plastic. Okay, so if you're using, hang on, I've got too much stuff here going on. So I'll be using probably this one. Right. Right, okay. So you've got a choice here. Right, so if it's 6mm plastic, you could get 10mm. If it's 7.5mm, which is the normal for this stuff, it's 12mm. So that's that. Now we run out of space again. Right, what else we got? Oh dear, let's have a look what else we got. Right, so them N1s. So what you want is for the end of the cable, the drive belt key tensioner or whatever you need. So M5 by, it's 8mm. You probably get away with 6mm. So M5, let's say 8mm. That's what they've used. M5 by 8mm stainless steel cap head. And this is for the drive belt. I'll say tensioner. It's more of a stop, but it's a tensioner as well. You have to pull it. Tensioner. Tensioner, I don't know. Can't spell, sorry. Right, so it's that. Okay. So what else have we got? Let's have a look. Drive belt. It came in a 5 meter reel. Let's see if we even got enough drive belt here. So it's 1 meter there, and it's got to go 1 meter, and it's got to go. Here it is. It's got to go under the wheel, round and over. So it's going to have to be more than 1 meter. So I don't know, 1.2. That's plenty. Plus a bit sticking out the ends as well. Right, so where's it going to stick out the ends? Right, yeah. So what we haven't included on here is what they do is they have a slot here and then you push the belt through, and that is so you can pull it, so you can tension it. So that we'll have to include that. We're going to have to model a T-nut and the right size bolt and put the slot in here. Now these, I've already got the slot. See that? That's the slot for the belt. Because on mine, these are sat on the end of the rail, and the belt feeds through it, and then you just pull it. You can't see it on this one because that lines up with the trough here, with this trough. That's the material I've got. So the belt you can pull it through with your pliers, hold it still while you tighten it up. Something like that. Some people do other stuff with it. They bend it in on it, they feed it out and then back in or something. They do stuff with it, but as long as you only need to adjust one end of it, the other one end can be fixed while you adjust the other end, I think. Yeah, because the stepper motor just turns to where it is, unless it snaps to a certain tooth. I don't know. You might have to adjust each side. So I don't know if once it gets a pulse, it might want to sit where it wants to sit, and it might skew it. If you've got the tooth in the wrong place, it might push it that way or the other end. So something to be aware of. I don't know. We'll have to try it. When I got that thing going at mine, I just tried it out roughly. I didn't. It's a new subject, so when I had that, so I didn't really. I repaired it, made the plastics for it, and didn't take much notice. But there's a lot of hidden stuff. Right. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna have to sort that out. So you need one this end. You got room for it. Now, because the drive belt, so if you do have a limit switch, if you want a limit switch on it, limit switch is going to have to go on the other side of it or somewhere else. Now I was thinking of putting my limit switch on this carriage with it, so you could mount this on its side, a limit switch with a roller and a blade that just hits this. That's your one limit that way. You could do it that way, but then so that'll be your fully away, and then your other one. It'd be nice to bring all the wire into one point, you know what I mean? Instead of bringing limits separately and wiring it all the way around here, and then worrying about how the wires are going to stay in and things. Probably going to have lighting anyway, so there's all that to take into account. Still lots of work to do on this thing. That's what happens if you want to make one yourself. There's a lot of work got to go into it. And if you got $2 grand or $3 grand, just buy one. Probably is easier. Yeah. Or I don't want to get into debt to buy one, and I don't want to sell some of the stuff I got to buy one. So the way I'm doing it is bit by bit. If I have to make, as long as I've got so and so a lot of the bits, I bought it every week. I buy something else. So I bought that a few weeks ago, the 2040. Today I've bought 4 lengths of this 2020. Right, stepper motors and wheels, T-nuts I bought, and the pulley wheels. I bought 3 or 4 weeks ago. Still got to get all the fixings yet. I've been trying to get prices for the fixings, but it's surprising how expensive A2 stainless steel stuff is. if you're buying one or two, it's nothing. I initially asked for a quote for boxes of them, like 200, 100. But then they come up with this bill of £200. So, yeah. I'm thinking, no, I need to count exactly what I want and order the right amount. Basically. Yeah, order exactly the right amount for what you want. So these brackets, I'm going to make these brackets. I'm going to mill them out of... well, I thought I was going to mill them out. Maybe I still am. I did make... yeah, I can make similar things. Going to redesign... This is just something I've come up with for the spacing. As long as we keep the spacing the same. There's a way this tube has to go as well. There's a sticker on it saying this way up. I suppose to get the air bubbles out and stuff, it has to be a certain way up. Right, anyway, let's carry on with this lot. So, what we got now? What have we got now? So there's the for the drive belt tensioner. Oh, we need to say how many we need. So we're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. One for each end of the stepper motor. 6 of them. Right, what else we got going on? T-nuts, we've got enough T-nuts. Have we put T-nuts on here? I haven't specified T-nuts, have I yet? Oh, there they are. 100 T-nuts. That's the same nuts that... and the same nuts you use for the corner brackets. Timing belt tension, everything's the same. Just get a box of 100. Probably use the most of them up as well. If you got some extras, you can bolt your stuff to this, to wherever you want to bolt stuff. So we've got, where's the wheels? Oh, spacers, V-slot wheels, nylock nuts. Why is there no one on this frequency? Right. Oh, we were going to measure in the drive belt, weren't we? That's where we got to. So that's a meter plus whatever it is. So you want probably 1100, 1200. Let's say 1200 plus you want whatever this is, 770 I think it was. 770 plus another 20. You probably don't need. You've got to come up there, and you go up there and round and down again. It's probably not much. It's probably less than 100 millimeters more. So let's just say it's 100 more. You need a little bit sticking out so you can tension it. So 770, so let's say that's a meter. So you're just going to need 3 meters of it basically. And you get 5 with it, apparently you get 5 with it. Okay, let's just say 3 meters and you're done. Right, so drive belt. So drive belt. So 5mm drive belt. I don't know what the spec about it is. I'm gonna put drive belt on it. 5mm drive belt. Using 3 meters. So less than 3 meters. Less than 3 meters. Less than 3 meters of that. What else? Corners over 50, we said. 4 lengths of 2020, 10 lengths of 2040. Now we've got four at. You say 4 at 770? Is that right? No, that doesn't make sense anymore, does it? Oh, this is what's left. Yeah, so there's 4 with offcuts. I don't know if that makes sense anymore. No. Yeah. So let's just bring that down. Bonsoir. So let's move this up here. Oh, can't do that. So we need no, I haven't actually worked that out yet. Let's put some. Let's just space this out a bit. Right. Let's do what we have worked out. So we've done. So we're using. So there's 4 at 770 and 4. No, hang on. And you got 4 at 230, but you're not going to get that. You got the width of the saw blade, or whatever the bit you got to take out. So 4 times 230, and it'll be less the blade width, whatever the blade width is. Okay, and what else we got? Yeah, so that's, but we want 10 of these. So one of them's that size. Let's make sure it is that size actually. Let's just make sure but might be some old sizes. So this one here is slightly less because it's got all the wheels and plastics to accommodate for. This depends on what thickness plastic or aluminium you're using. So this will have to be adjusted towards whatever you've got to do with it. Right, 980/85. So 980/85, so that was right. So 1 at 980/85. This is the gantry. It needs to be altered actually. So 1 times 980.85 and plus or minus width of Plastics. Width of plastic. Plus, no, that's based on a. Hang on. Based on 6mm plastic. So if you're using 7.5mm plastic, adjust to suit. Don't know why I'm writing in capitals when I don't need to. If using, yeah. Right. Right, so run out of space there. Right, if you run out of space, what do? Make the page bigger. Right, so we want this. Yeah, so we need to alter that. Right, okay. Right, so can't see what's happening. Right, so 24 meter long, using 10 of them. I've got 4, so that's 4 complete ones. 5. Right, there's another 5 yet. 5 at a meter. Let's just make sure that's still true. So 5 at stock size of a meter. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the tube 5. Yeah. 5 at stock size. So we've got 5 there, and we want another. 5 times. Yeah, that'll do. 5, that's it. Okay, so that accounts for 10 lengths, and that gives us nothing left. No spare. Oh, you get a little bit of spare. You get that spare, which is based off that. So you end up with that spare. 19mm spare, which you can throw in the bin probably. That gets adjusted. Yeah. Let's put that there. Actually, let's just take. Let's bring that one down. Problematic ones down. Normal stuff back up there. Come on, you can do it. Stop snapping. Right. That goes up there. And then we've got right, I need to say spare 1 times 19.25. Depends on plastic. Depends on gantry plastic. Okay, so that's the spare bit. Okay. Oh, I made a mistake. Made a mistake. You can't edit that. Spare 1 times 19.15. Okay, I might say, well, to throw that spare away, yeah. Right, what else? Anything else? Oh yeah, this one. So we're going to use all 4 of them. Are they going to be stock lengths? They're not, are they? No. Let's sort that out next. Right, so we're going to use 1, 2 there at stock length. Right, okay. Using 4. Right, so using 2. So we're using 2 at stock length. Alright, then we're using 5 times a meter. Where's that come from? Oh, it's a copy of something. Right, so let's come out of that. Let's just save it. And let's go and measure what the other 2 are. Make sure we've got enough length left over to do this bit and that bit out of these ones here. Right, 770. Okay, so there's 2 at 770. Right. No, I made a mistake there. Using 4. We're going to use 4 of them. So right, there's 2 times. 2 times at 1,000 millimeter. 2 at 1,000. Alright, so it's 2 at 1,000. Then there's 2 times 770. And then we've got 230 less the saw blade left. 230 less the saw blade. So let's see what size we need. We're probably going to end up with a bit left over here, I hope. I hope it isn't longer than 130. Okay, so we've got 2 at 130. That's good. So we'll end up with about 94 mil left. 2 lots of 94 mil left. Right. So we want 2 at 130. Two at 130. Right, so 2 at 130, and we're going to end up with something left. Okay, and we've got some spare. So spare 2 times, we'll say 100 mil less blade. Saw blade, that's the saw blade. That's the cutting blade. I don't know what I called it last time. Cutting blade. Okay. So we got 2 spare, 100 mil less this cutting blade. Okay. I think that is. See if there's any more metal. Oh yeah, you got 2 panels, plastics and the stuff. Oh, there's angles. Angles, yeah, so angles. Got to work out the holes, everything on them, and elongate these, and or somehow work that out. Whether you 3D print it or whatever, I don't know. I've got a 3D printer. I've never assembled it. never assembled it. Can you believe that? I've had it for 5 years and never built it. Didn't need it at the minute, but yeah. So I've got brackets. There's some bolts there. I think they're the same as these. Gonna have to work them out. Alright. What's the next then? Is there anything next? Let's go back to the thumbnail. Last overview before creating the bill of materials. Right. I have to remind myself. I could go off on a tangent and start doing something totally different. Yeah. Right, so you could probably save a bit of money. Depends. You could change those, that one and that one, for 2020 if you wanted. And you could change this one for 2020 as well. Well, that's just what I ended up with. Right. So, aluminium next. Stepper motors. So you could say NEMA 17 stepper motors. Let's do the aluminium first. So what we got here? We've got 80 by 40. And they're 40 mil, so let's do that then. So there's one there. Where else we used one? 40mm wide as well. We've used one here. That's 80 by 40, yeah. These are 40 by 40s there. Right, so that one's a 40 by 40. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. 3 40/40s, 2 40/80s. Okay, so let's carry on with this. Aluminium angle. Aluminium angles. Right, so put that down here. So it's 2 times 80. 80 by 40, and it's 3mm, I think. Is it 3mm or 2mm? 3mm. 3mm. 80mm. Oh, let's get rid of that. On 3mm. That's it. 2 at that. And we want 1, 2, 3. 3 times 40 by 40 by 3mm. The 40/40. I haven't put the width in, have I? 40/40. Cut. So cut to 40 wide or long. So let's get rid of that one. So then it's 2 at 80 by 40 by 3mm, cut 40mm wide. That's your bits of angle if you use it. Now we've got to put elongated holes in, and a hole for the. We'll do a model for the size for the laser head. You could use 80/80, but you'd have to chop 40mm off the end, and then you'd have to file it and everything. It's probably best just to get the right stuff in the first place. And you could 3D print it. Right, so that's that. Anything else? Anything else bracket wise? Oh yeah, these things, these plastics. So yeah, these clamps as well, tube clamps. Okay, so these plastics, I think they're all the same. Yeah, they're all the same. Oh no, that's a wider one. Right, and there's the drag chain. So there's 2 at right, okay. Right, what's this going to be? Oh, gantry, end plastics. It's 4 stepper motors and wheels. And they're and it's 2 foot 20 extruded aluminum. I'll put that over here like that. Then we want another one. That's the gantry end plastics. Then you want gantry, I'll just say runner plastics for stepper motor. Stepper motor and wheels. Right, it's 2 foot 2040. Aluminum. Okay, and then we got some drag chain. Bit of drag chain. Drag chain. Right, what else have we left? Left anything else? Now gonna have to model these and get these milled out. I can mill those out and get these ready. I'll probably make 2 out of aluminium. Well, I'll probably make a set out of aluminium. I've got some 5mm aluminium. And I'll probably make some out of plastic as well, 6mm plastic. And I could go ahead now if I make them out of whatever I make them out, I've got to remember to cut this different length. So I better decide and stick to it, otherwise it'll be a bit of a problem. I think 6mm. The plastic's, when it's a large panel, it flexes, but when it's small, it's rigid. So I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Right, so the drag chain next, I suppose. 2020 drag chain. I don't know how they specify drag chain. 20mm between the front and back pivot. This might not even be big enough to put the pipe in. The air assist pipe and the wire in. It should be. I'll get it in. Right, and we've got to work out. See, that's a metre from there to there. We know the cable that comes with is only a metre long. So, and that one goes up and down, so it's got to go all the way around this. And this one's got to go all the way around there. So they're going to have to be extended, aren't they? 1 metre's not quite enough. Not for this big project. So they'll have to be extended. So what we'll need is some kind of little PCB or something, joint box, that we can plug in and extend them. Yeah, definitely. So pulley wheels. We haven't put pulley wheels. There's 3 pulley wheels. Stepper motor pulley wheels. What has happened here? It's weird, isn't it? Why have I placed them over top of something else? Oh, I know why. I don't know, we need to make it longer. This page, ever increasing size of a page. Bill of materials. More like a billboard of materials. Right. Germans, French. Right. Funny stuff, HF. You can't hear any locals. They're too far away. You can hear the foreigners. Crazy. Mad HF radio. It's weird. Right, what am I doing? I don't know. I forgot. Oh yeah, pulleys. Pulley wheels. Right, okay. Stepper motor. Have I put stepper motors on yet? No, I haven't put them on. Stepper motors. Okay, let's put stepper motor here. Using 3. Stepper motor. Pulley wheels. Oh, pulley wheels. Using 3. As everyone knows, we're using 3.
Tango Mike 77 Romeo Echo Foxtrot. Tango Mike 77 Romeo Echo Foxtrot.
Okay, so we're using 3 of them. What else? What else? Plastics, all the plastics yet. Plastic covers and knobs. There's knobs. Door knobs. Are we finished with all this now? What if the mirrors you're going to rob off? Probably might not rob these. If you're going to buy a set, you're going to buy better ones, and you're going to buy a nozzle as well. Air assist nozzle, God, it never ends. Brackets, drag chain. Oh my God, there's so much to it, isn't there? Right. Might work out cheap just to buy one. Just buy one ready-made. Yeah.
Tango Mexico 77 Romeo Echo Foxtrot. Tango Mexico 77 Romeo Echo Foxtrot.
Okay. Right.
Please.
So what I want is get all this organised, worked out. Take the materials. I've got to find a way of cutting it yet. It's got to be such an accurate way. It's got to be cut exactly right. Square. The width and everything exactly right. I'm going to have to study different ways of cutting aluminium. Might have to make a jig or something. But then if you make a jig, you're going to make sure your jig is set up square. And it's not square to the eye, it's not good enough. It's got to be square way beyond the eye. So what I'll probably do is run the CNC. If I do it on a CNC, I'll make a tool path that mills back and forward across this 2040. But I'd have to fasten one end of the aluminium down, one end, bring the milling bit over to the side of the metal, touch it on, and bring it all the way over as far as I can get it, and then move it over to the milling bit. Keep trying it, and when it's exactly right, then you've got to get the length right. You have to put your stop in, get your length right, exactly right, then you could. It's difficult. Might be best to take it somewhere that'll just precision cutting a bit, really. Because if this isn't cut right, it's never going to be any good. You're never going to be able to align it up. You need some known constants to start to build it. You try setting it up with a set square. If one end's smaller than the other, it's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. So I don't know if that's how they do it, but that's the way. It can't be done by eye. It's got to be done so accurately. So is anyone on another band?
Italy Victor 3, Whiskey Tango Japan. Italia Victoria 3, Whiskey Tango Juliet calling a bio.
A little bit flat on 20 meters, but there's a few on there. Right, so what else have we got to put on this thing? Right, drag chain. Drag chain. And it's, I don't know how they specify it. 20 millimeters between. 20 millimeters between joints. Between front and rear joints. That's all I can say. I don't know. It's 16 by something. Anyway, let's just say that. Right, let's put that there. Drag chain. Let's just have a look at the drag chain. I can't remember now. Right, here's the drag chain I modelled last week. So we've got inner spacing of 10.5 by 10.5 by 12 inner ID, and the size is from that link there to there is 20 mil. From the front to the back is 37. Can't tell. I don't know how you specify such a thing. Anyway, I'll just say the inner ID, really. Oh, the overall length. It doesn't matter what the overall length is, it's between pivots, so we can fit 10 by... I forgot what it was now. 10 by 12. 10.5 by 12. Right, there you go. So, inner ID, inner dimension. Intersection size is 10.5 millimeter wide by 12 millimeters high. That's how much space you got for your pipes and all the rest of it. So, how much do you need? Won't line up, is it? Right. How much do you need? I don't know. That's what we're trying to work out. I've probably got more than enough what I want reclaimed. So what we want is bring the gantry over here. So what we want is to drag 2 more. Yeah, so we want so drag chain which is the X and Y, drag chain X home. I want, you can't see this, it's hidden behind me. Drag chain, I'm just making some new layers. Drag chain X, I'll just call it away for lack of anything else to call it. Then we got drag chain Y home. Drag chain Y away. Okay, so we've got 4 new. Here we go. We've got some new layers down here. So that's drag chain away. Okay, so put that into drag chain. It's the X away. Okay. Ooh. Right. So we turn off drag chain away X. Away, off, it disappears. Alright. Let's just come out and do this one. So this one is that's going to be drag chain Y home. Okay, so if you turn off Y home, that one disappears. Right, so what you do now is copy that one. You need to copy that one. We're gonna have to, yeah. Could also copy the gantry one so it moves with it. We'll have to do that as well. Anyway, we'll do that manually. It's a nightmare. So we'll need to copy that. Let's just copy it. Let's put it somewhere where we think it's going to be, just in front of the laser. And we'll put that in drag chain. It's X and it's home. So turn off X home. Yeah. So come out of that. We're just going to copy another one. This one here, we need to copy that. Have to come around this way so we can see. So we'll copy that. We'll put it as far over as we dare get it. Something like that. And that'll be called drag chain Y away. So turn off Y away. Turn off Y home. Turn them both off. They disappear. Turn off these two. So all the drag chains are gone now. Okay. Now you could make another gantry if you want. And switch it off, but I don't want too much geometry, so I just want to work the chains out. So to do this, right, let's turn off, so we'll have away for that one and home for that one. So that's the ones we've got already. Let's hide the bill of materials for now. Bill of materials, cutting list. It's gone from bill of materials to a cutting list. There's something went wrong there. Right. Cut. Okay, so hide that. Cutting list, where has it gone? Okay, so what we've got to try and work out, if it's home, the gantry needs to be over there. So let's turn X home, turn that off. Let's turn that one off. Let's bring the gantry, bring that to its home position. All the way home. We're gonna have to zoom in. Let's do it over here so we can zoom in. Right, see where it's got to go. It just sits around there like that, I think. Let's have a look. Are we in the way of anything now? We're about there. Okay, so we brought it all the way home. And you can see that it's the laser will just about miss it where it is, but we haven't actually done anything with it yet. So one of these ends got to be fixed. It's gone quiet on here.
Sugar Papa 6, Juliet Zulu Girl 59 TSN.
Right, so actually there's something missing. Ah, I know what's missing. I know what's missing. Where's that bracket? Something's missing here. I know what's missing. There it is. It needs to be fastened over here. Yeah, so that's missing. So let's bring back away. So that bracket, that should be, oh no, that's fixed. That's fixed on the end of there. That's right. That stays. Okay, so we need to see that then. That needs to, why is that still there? If I turn off all this stuff. Yeah, so it's still there. Alright, let's turn these two off a minute. So that's still there, but that's on the gantry. Oh, can't see it now, it's gone. That's the only thing that's fastened to the gantry, so we need that. So it's got to go all the way over to there, so right. Let's hide that one then. Hide the away one. This needs to be moved over by an arbitrary amount. Alright, let's go out one. So that, and the nut needs to be moved over with that. Why not just count them? Tell you what, I'll just count them. It's hard to count. Tell you what, I'll measure it. Measure it from that nut. Right, from this nut is the last nut, and there it is. From there all the way to this link over here.
Sugar Papa 6, Papa Sugar Papa, Sugar Papa 6, Papa Sugar Papa.
Oh, let me get to it with it. Yeah, 390. So 390. Get the calculator up. 390. 390 divided by 20. 19 and a half. 19 and a half. So let's turn off away. Right, let's copy that out. 20 mil times 19. Right. Turn on that. Yeah, there's one missing. So turn on away. So we want one more. One more. What on earth is that row?
Haben 4.0 oder so. Na, Google 1.3.
Right, so I want one more of them. Right, that'll do it. So if we turn the other one on, come out. Oh no, that's weird. Yeah, we're not quite right there, are we? Not quite right, so undo, close, undo, close, undo, close, undo, close, undo, copy. So we need to bring the whole thing back, really. So we need to just bring the whole thing back. 10 mil. View.
Aber die Popovic-Antenne hat der Dani gebaut, ne? Und bei uns hat es eigentlich keiner kennt, das ist so Popovic-Antenne. Ja, ich kenne die Antenne nicht, aber ich habe ihn gehört, das war total ein netter Mann. Da war ich 21, das ist ein bisschen länger her, da war der, weiß nicht, wie alt er gewesen sei, 60. Früher netter, total Flackerhützeit. Ach so? Du warst einmal 21 Jahre alt, das kann ich mir jetzt nicht vorstellen. Du hast also vergessen. Wann war das ich 21? Naja, ich glaube, das bin ich auch nicht gewesen. Ich glaube, ich bin mit 25 auf die Welt gekommen. Ja, 79. Du Pfeifen, du. So, ja, jetzt bis Freitag und schönen Gruß. Okay, dann 73 von meiner Seite, da war der Ui2OGR im Gespräch mit dem
So that can stay, can't it? Yeah.
MRN OE2 Mike Radio November. Bye-bye, 7-3 summer flight and all the best to you and your family, and have a nice evening with your book. Okay, 73 Ihre Zeit mit dir. 73 bis Freitag, servus. Ja, dann bis Freitag, ciao, ciao.
Okay. So I've got that. Hide away. Oh, that's not the one. Okay, so we've got that right now. So that's fastened to there. always, but see what that needs to be fastened to there always as well. I've moved it out the way now, haven't I? So I could do with that back where it was, really. Should have fastened that to there. Right. Anyway, we need to get rid of some of these links. Let's get rid of some of the links. Get rid of some of the extra links. Hopefully we'll know when we've got the right amount, because we'll have exactly the same amount of links on the home and the way position. Alright, now this one. That needs to be cut out. That needs to be part of this. I forgot where I put it now. Was it right at the back? Yeah, right at the back I think it was. Right, I'd have to look back at the video. So, we've got that there. So, do we... yeah, we'll keep the arc. It should articulate round. Maybe it won't do that. Maybe it needs to go over a bit more to the nearest joint. Let's do that then, I think. So let's grab that. That, and that. And go over 20 mil. It's definitely going to cut the laser off if we do that. Actually, that pin doesn't need to go that far, does it? So it's cut the laser off just about, yeah. So we'll undo. What are we looking at here? So we're quite a way off the laser, so we can afford to go to the nearest joint. So we'll go 10 mil. Is that in the joint? Sort of in the joint, isn't it? Yeah, sort of. Can we get past? Yeah, we can just about get past with that, so that's about it. But then we can lose that one. Lose that one. Yeah, it's close enough. Yeah, close enough. I think we've lost the nut. Where's the nut? Oh, there's the nut. The nut's on its own there, look. Alright, let's try and move the nut. Let's get the nut on top of it. Go on. Nearly. Easier said than done. You can do it. Go on, you know you can do it. Right, that'll do. Okay, so your nuts on. Everything else, actually, is that right? No. Need to cut it. Come out. Come out. Come out, come out. Yeah, paste in place. That's it. Okay, so we've got that. More noise again. It seems to follow the channel. That is weird. I swear there's jamming signals going on. Jamming the frequency, someone else. Right, so what have we got now? Yeah, we can just about, let's do a parallel projection.
Yes, Oscar November 3, Golf Mike, portable 509.
Parallel projection, and you can see the belt is missing the mirrors. The mirror's about there, so it's got no problem with the belt cutting it off. Oh, what's happened here? We're missing a link.
Okay, Foxtrot, pardon, Echo Alpha 1, Foxtrot Sierra Golf, Xavier 509.
Oh, we're missing a link. Ah, because we moved 10 mil, didn't we? So it is going to pull that a little bit. Right, so we're missing that link. So as it gets to the end, it's going to pull it, but
Mike 7, Italy, Papa, Yankee, David, 509 plus, Quetzal.
So anyway, what do we do with that? What do we do with that? Don't know what we do with that.
Okay, merci beaucoup. Thank you. Good night. Bye bye. Tango Mexico 77.
Well, I could bring the carriage back. Hang on, let's have a look. Cutting area. Alright, so it can come back a bit. The carriage can come back a bit. Not a lot. About there. Okay, so it can come back a bit. Alright, so we brought that back a bit so it can be pushed back a bit. Okay, is that all?
Okay, merci beaucoup. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night.
Right, so yeah, it's a little bit out. Oh, is it? Is it out? It's not bad actually, is it? It's not bad. There's the plastic. It's close. It's a little bit out. Okay, that'll do for our purposes. Yeah, it's a little bit out, but never mind. Can't get that exactly right. So this should give us an idea of how many joints we need in our drag chain. Roughly. So if we turn off, put on the away one. So hopefully that will be the same amount of links as the other one. Don't know. Let's count. We'll count that one. Let's try and count the links. I mean, you should be able to see it. Select it like that. That's a come out one. I should be able to see how many components are in that entity info. Model info. Components. No, it's not that clever, is it? Component instances. 69. Entire model. Only components. 45. Is that even the right one? Oh, component tells you. Oh, instances. The total, not the selection. Right. Oh well. I have to count them manually, I think. 1. It's difficult to do. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you just count? You can just count them, can't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, 17, hang on, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Oops. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. There's 47 in that one. So X at home 47 drag 47 links.
Italy, Whiskey 2, India, Bravo, Uniform, Franco, 5 Place, Bruxelles.
47 links. Alright, need to count them again.
Tango Mexico 77 Romeo Foxtrot. Tango Mexico 77 Romeo
47 links. Let's see how close we are with that guess.
To Mike 0, please.
So I've got away. I've guessed this. So let's see how many we got. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 47, 48, 49. We've got 2 extra there. So, if we've got 2 extra, we need to probably delete 1 from here. And 1 from here, and just bring that back 20 mil. And now we should have 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. 47. Got one extra, don't know. Close enough. I might have counted it a different way. So we know that's what it looks like. We definitely know that's what it looks like when it's... So that's what it looks like when it's X is fully away. That's what it looks like when X is fully home. Okay. What time we got? 3 hours, nearly. Right, so it's 47 links. 47 links.
Okay, Sierra Papa 1, Tango Juliet, okay, 59 plus Quetel.
That's it, 47 links.
Yes, Quetel. Bye bye, merci beaucoup, thank you, bye bye, good night.
Right, so there's the other one.
Delta Lima 9, please, again.
Let's hide those two and bring back these two. Now this one's going to be a different length.
Delta Lima 9, Radio Bravo Eco, c'est correct, Herbert?
Different length, this one. Can I be bothered to do that tonight? I don't think so.
Okay, fine, merci beaucoup, thank you, bye bye, good night.
Let's see what else we've got to sort out. So we've got our cutting list.
Andres, bye bye.
We've got a couple of clamps.
Tango Mexico, 7,
Tube clamps. Let's find out what these sizes are. Can't remember what size they were now.
Mexico 77 Romeo Eco Foxtrot. Tango Mexico 77 Romeo Eco Foxtrot. Eco Alpha 1 Foxtrot Kilo Kilo, c'est correct?
Yeah, what's it doing?
Ok, buenas noites, ok, aqui Paris, ok, operador é Carlos, ok, 59 mais 10, Quetel.
50, I'm allowed a little bit more, so the 50 mil.
Thank you, bye bye, good night.
50, yeah, it's okay.
Eco Alpha 8, please.
Oh my god, right, sort it out.
Eco Alpha 8, oh la la. Eco Alpha
So I've
8,
got two, right, tube clamps.
Okay, 509, Quetel, Alex.
Tube clamps.
Allez, buenas noches, buonasera.
I've got two times custom clamps. And they're 50mm ID.
Merci beaucoup, thank you, bye bye, good night.
Okay.
Tango Mexico 77 Romeo Eco Foxtrot.
What else? Mirrors.
Tango Mexico 77 Romeo
Leave the
Eco
mirrors for
Foxtrot.
now.
Tango Mexico 77 Romeo Eco Foxtrot.
So,
Tango Mexico
okay.
77 Romeo Eco Foxtrot. Tango Mexico 77.
Where's the stepper motors?
Tango Mexico 77 Romeo Eco Foxtrot. Tango Mike 77 Romeo Eco Foxtrot.
Alright, so we've got stepper motor pulley wheels. Stepper motor wires, wiring.
Tango Mexico 77 Romeo Eco Foxtrot. Tango Mexico 77 Romeo Eco Foxtrot. Tango Mexico 77 Romeo Eco Foxtrot.
Comes with 1 meter. 1 meter length. but well, I need extending to controllers. Controller PCB.
Tango Mexico, Santa Romeo Eco Foxtrot. Tango Mexico, Santa Romeo Eco Foxtrot.
Okay, so that's that. Right, so there's a lot of stuff. We haven't even finished yet. Plastics. That's gonna be it for tonight, I think. Oh no. What time is it? Yeah, I've got to have me tea yet. Got to get me tea before it gets too late. Anyway, let's put it all back together. We'll hide the away one. Ooh, and hide the away one. That's it. Yeah, so that's what it looked like that. Hide the cutting area. Let's put on the plastics. Panels. Panels and control panels, right. Okay. So we've got it all back together. Is there anything missing? Looks like it's empty. Is it empty? What's missing? Something missing. I don't know what. Alright, nothing missing. Go on to that. No. Anyway, that's it. So we've spent a long time making a square box. A square box. A box. A box with some stuff that moves up and down in. Just to run a pattern. Because if we have to do it manually, we'll have a human shaky hand. We'll never be able to do it. We can't draw a circle. This can draw a circle. This can draw squares. It doesn't get shaky. If we're trying to hold the laser beam to the right distance from the thing, and we're shaking it like that, it's going to be a right old game. Right. I don't know what else to say. Let's right hand. Let's take some of them panels off. Let's put these in with the right hand panels, and we can have a bit of a viewing area. Okay, let's move that over to about there. Oh, we didn't put the knobs on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 knobs. 10 door knobs. 10 door knobs. Door. Sliding. Door. Knobs. They're custom ones. Sliding door knobs. Using 10. Okay, and we've got panels to do. We'll need the sizes off them at some point. Can't go on any longer tonight. Right, so let's bring that up to the screen so you can see it. That's what we got so far. Lots of stuff. I'm sure there's stuff missing, but that'll do for now. So what we'll have to do, we're gonna have to somehow in here I don't know if I can do it. I've put all my music stuff away and keep a bench ready to start building it. Or film it where it's going to be built. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Just film it. Anyway. So, right. So there's more to add to this plastic panel. Let's just put sliding door panels. Just so we don't forget it, we'll put it there. Put it there. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll just put using 10. 10. That's it. We'll have to put the sizes in another day. Oops. Okay, sliding door panels. Then you've got the control gear, the PCB, power supply, door pan, yeah, pipes, plates, everything. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Unfortunately, that's the end of it for tonight. Been to work today, if you can call it work. So this is only supposed to be an hobby, you know what I mean? Right, let's get back onto the model. Leave it somewhere so we can have a look at it. Right, that's it. We'll leave it like that. I don't know if that makes any sense. Somewhere we can see it. I don't know. Next thumbnail, perhaps. Where do we leave it? Something like this. I don't know. That's it. Alright then, thanks for watching. I've got to go and do something else now. Like have my tea and rest, ready for another day of it. Thanks for watching, and I'm out of here. Have a good day. I'll see you again on the next one. I just want to make sure my audio didn't break up. Thanks for watching. Did it break up? I'll do something else now. No, it didn't, because the temperature didn't get that hot. I did have my audio interface covered up with some keyboards and stuff, so there's not much vent hole on it, so I don't know if it's that or the microphone. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Have a listen to some wise words from Blake 7.
The most logical course of action is to transport me to safety with all due urgency. This constitutes all available data. This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirmed.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Rack, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge and make accurate predictions. Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct. That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.